G'day everyone, moving day today. George finished here I think about 6 o'clock last night, so it was only about an hour after we filled that he finished. So yeah, we're gonna get this thing started, and Dad and George coming down, and I'll pilot at the front, Dad will pilot at the back, and we will get down to Hatton's. So down we go. You might be able to tell it's a bit wet around. So yesterday we had that 4mm rain event down here, not up where the sheds are. But last night we got a further 2 mils, so 6 mils for the 24 hours, which is very nice. Although last night, so it came down at 3:30 and it absolutely just poured down, and then it just kept on drizzling through the night after that. I was expecting to wake up to like 10 to 15 mils, and I was like, 2 mils? I'll take anything we can get. But just the amount of rain that it sounded like, it was very disappointing to only tip out 2 mils. But anyway, it means we can get going today. If we'd had that much rain, we wouldn't be able to get rolling. So we'll move down. Henry should be well, he'll be brewing up at the moment, and then he's going to get spraying. We'll have to obviously wait, make sure the plant is dry. And yeah, there's already 50 hectares out in front for George, so that's no worries. But I'm just getting Henry to do another 200 out in front. We can go out in front about 5 days with the chemical that he's got. We don't need to incorporate that straight away. So yeah, we just we try and not go too far out in front in the wheat, but we might towards the end, so Henry can get back and spray the bugs here in the canola, because they are starting to come through now with all the nice moisture we've been getting, the rain. So yeah, we might get him out in front and come back and yeah, kill some bugs. So we got George here. He's going around the pad. This is our new silo pad. So what is very nice is we don't have that greasy road anymore because we have the gravel here. So that is very nice to have. We are going to have an issue, I'll show you in a sec. But anyway, what we're going to do, we're pulling George around, we're going to get him to realign his east headland, because we haven't, obviously we've got the track the whole way along now. Yeah, we're going to set the east headland so it's at the one spot. And yeah, that way he's not doing it as he's going along, because if you nudge when you're seeding, you'll end up with gaps, and we don't want that. So we're setting that now, and then I'll show you our issue we're going to have. So we've got him set, he's on his run line, and yeah, that means that now he won't need to, oh, look how muddy it is. So the issue we are going to have with Wally, it's quite good. There's no big puddle here. I thought there was a puddle, but this part here we obviously haven't gravelled yet, because yeah, it just never happened with the big puddle that we had. So actually it's not going to be too bad. I'm slipping a little bit, but that's from back there it looked like there's a puddle, so that's all right. But
why didn't you gravel that bit there? Did you fall out of low?
We had a big puddle there and we couldn't at the time.
Oh right, but I'm guessing your plan is to eventually do it.
Yeah, that's right. So he's going to come along here. I just want to make sure that his run line isn't going to run over this new track, because we're not sure how wide we made it. And if we have to adjust, we adjust, and then we just end up with the gap the whole way along instead of adjusting as you go. We like straight lines on the farm. That's looking pretty good to me, so we'll leave it at that. Underway. He turned a little sharp there, but he's trying to avoid the road, which he did avoid the road. As you can see, it is nice and moist and wet. We won't have any issues with falling up on our press wheels. We don't have scrapers or anything like that, but we don't really need them. But yeah, so he's on auto steer there. He's got 2 laps to go around. That's 52-ish hectares. You guys might not be able to see, in the distance on the track there is Henry. He's coming out now with the Agrifac. He's going to head out. There's a back piece in here. He's going to do that. I believe that's about 30 hectares. And then, well, this is our 730 hectare paddock. So yeah, we've got 30 hectares there. I think this main area is like 680 odd hectares, I think, something like that. And then there's a little bit out the front as well. So this will keep George very occupied. So I'll check his seed depth in a sec. I'll go grab my scraper, and then I'll head back to the shed. We'll get Wally all full, but we're not going to need to do a fill for a little while. What he's got on board, we'll finish the outside laps. Then we'll probably fill him here before he goes out the back, because driving Wally out to the back is a bit dangerous. And we've got this nice beautiful track that yeah, we'll be able to fill off. So that will be the plan. For those who might be wondering, why is he driving in the middle of the paddock? He's on his tram line. That's where his boom spray sits when he does this southern headland here. So he's not just driving in a random part of the paddock, he's on a track. Just down here with George, he's finished his outside lap, just done a seat check. Henry's just there, if you can see him, and I've just brought the auger down. Dad's back at the shed, he's filled up the truck for me. So as soon as George finished a lap around, we'll be back here and filling, and then he'll go to that back piece and get that all sorted. But let me tell you, it is so nice having this road. It is just, yeah, just driving out here beforehand was always a nightmare. So to have a nice road is just fantastic to drive on, let me tell you. So we're underway and filling. I'm not sure if you guys saw or not, we had a bit of interesting fun with the wheat. I haven't brought the truck in just quite close enough, so we just shifted the auger a little bit and that's been good. We are going to calibrate everything again, just to make sure. The urea here, I would have thought that would have been going down by now. He's up to 60 hectares on this tank. So we're just going to calibrate everything just to make sure we're here. It doesn't take too long. We'll calibrate and then we know for sure that it's all going out at the right rate. So on our second round of calibrating, the Ag Star was perfect, the wheat was slightly heavy and the urea was low, so that makes sense as to why we had it up there. I'll put it up on the screen here so you can see what it was. So we're just recalibrating these ones and then we should be right to roll. Hope it doesn't take us too long. 10.6, that was meant to be 10.9. 6.8! That was meant to be 5.5 and it was 5.45, so that's good. We're just going to do the wheat again. 10.95, what was it meant to be? It was meant to be 10.95. We're good. Perfect. Rolling. So Henry's turning around, George is ready to roll, and I'm gonna head back to the shed, get this full. Henry's gonna go and fill up and then try and get spraying again. Well, we've got the weather, we might as well just try and spray a few more hectares out in front. We'll see, it doesn't look like much, but this is a cell here of weather, so this could come down and stop Henry from spraying. Which, you know, I invited it to come down, that'd be nice. But anyway, we'll get this back to the shed and we'll get all ready for George. So he's going to be a little while. It's currently 12 o'clock now. He's going to go and work the back piece, which is 2 more outside laps, and then you know, small little up and down. So that will take him a while. Well, for you guys, I'm still on the truck, but for me, it's been 4 and a bit hours. So we're it's 4:45 at the moment. Heading out now just to fill George up. He doesn't need a fill, but well, he'd probably be about 3/4 full. He doesn't need the fill, but we're doing it because then it gets him through to 9 o'clock tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll jump on the seeder till 10 o'clock, and then George will come out, and then we'll start our shifts up again, get him to go to till 12 o'clock tomorrow night and start that up again, just so that we can try and get through a bit quicker, because it's currently Monday for us. Hopefully we finish by Friday, but it could be a bit of a push to get that. We yeah, once we get into this front paddock it gets a little bit slower, but yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll head out there and we'll fill him now. I really should get a camera that can zoom in, because it's quite picturesque. George, I don't know where he is, I can't even see. Somewhere over here. Quite picturesque as he's driving with the sun setting behind him. We're all geared up to get going. As George is folding it out, he noticed behind box number 1 was dripping with oil. So what's happened is our seal has gone again on our, so these two here control the fans, 1 and 2. So we had this seal go earlier in the year, then we had that one go, and now we've had that one go again. So yeah, just waiting for Dad to bring down some tools and we can get it out, change it, put the new one in, and then we can get back to filling. But yeah, just a pain in the ass that it happens. We obviously don't have the right seals. We've got a whole bunch of seals, well, seal kits, but yeah, obviously that's a specific certain type of seal. But yeah, we'll wait for Dad and then we'll get to fixing it. Right, you end up with pretty oily hands, so the camera will stay in there and that'll just have to do.
Did he bring any contact cleaner?
Ah, yes, he did. No, that was really loose. I suppose because the seal's gone, George. No, just very mean.
Yeah, it's not nice, is it, John? He's just been bullying me for the last hour of everything that I do wrong, basically.
Oh, well, that's good. Keeps you in line.
Hey, Paul, you should have been here when this blown. It was quite humiliating.
Humiliating?
Yeah, for you.
How was it humiliating?
He was trying to rush me, Paul, by revving the engine. And then I noticed that it, you know, pops and is squirting everywhere. And I'm like, John, get over here! And he's still revving it.
Well, you could run up and turn your thing
No,
off.
I was holding the auger. I said, John, you need to hold the auger when I go turn it off.
Hold what auger?
No, this
The auger was out.
It was,
It was halfway out.
No. What are they mucking about at now? I need to see. I need to get on. Contact.
I've got the contact cleaner on board.
So we've got the auger on. Well, the fans are back on. The auger's going, and we got no oil coming out of there, so we should be good. Hopefully that lasts us for the next 1,000 hectares, and then it'll be somebody else's problem. Well, just like that, we're underway. The like I said, he's pretty full. He hasn't done a huge amount of hectares, so it's yeah, we're just getting it so he's got enough to go for tonight to get to 9 o'clock, and then that means tomorrow. Oops, my torch turned on. That means tomorrow at, well, when I get on in the morning, I'll be able to go for a bit before we do the fill, because it's currently 20 to 6 at the moment. Just shows you how much time you lose from something so small, just an O-ring. But yeah, anyway, we'll get filled and get him underway, get him rolling. Well, he's all sorted and filled. Shame it took a little bit longer now. Well, the time is 6 o'clock, so I'm blinding with my torch, but otherwise it's really dark in here. Yeah, so obviously we're probably about an hour longer than what we should have been because of that silly little leak. No, 6 o'clock, half an hour longer than what we should have been because of that leak. But it's all sorted. So anyway, I'm gonna get this back to the shed. Dad will fill it up tomorrow. He's gonna get seeded and go to 9 o'clock. I'm gonna jump on the seeder in the morning till 10. He's gonna come out from 10 to 12, and we're going to finish before Friday. Well, on Friday or Saturday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.